Facebook page or on Twitter at @KU Radio. From KUR News, I'm Mike Regensberger.
Any views or opinions expressed on KUR are not necessarily those of Kutztown University, Kutztown University Student Government, Kutztown University Student Services Incorporated, KUR staff and management, or other affiliated organizations.
It's Kutztown Live with Shantae Taylor. Your campus and community issues and interview radio show. Call Shantae at 610-683-4859. And now, Shantae Taylor on Kutztown Live.
Hey everyone, it's Shantae and you are listening to Kutztown Live. I have a special guest with me here today. I have Liz Weimer. She is the secretary of Kutztown.
Hi, it's glad to be here.
Yes, I saw a flyer on Facebook about the Kutztowns having a concert this Saturday, and I haven't heard any performances by the Kutztowns. So I'm bringing her here today so that she can tell us a little bit about the Kutztowns. So can you tell us what made you join the Kutztowns, and when did you join?
Well, I actually joined when the group first started. It formed in the spring of 2013 when I was a freshman, and I was really good friends with one of the main founders. Her name's Cherish Livingston. And so she was telling me and my best friend, who I was always with freshman year, she was telling us about it, and we auditioned because we're both music majors on voice, so we just wanted to get out there and get involved in as many vocal ensembles as we could. And it's an a cappella group, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, kind of like Pitch Perfect.
Yeah.
So I think I wrote some of the songs that you all will be performing, because I'm also doing a story on Newsbreak about the Kutztown. I'm telling everybody to come out to the show, and I know that admission is completely free. And I think it starts at 5:30. Right. So how is this show different from the previous concerts during the end of the semester?
Like from the other choirs?
Well, I'm saying, like, is this the first concert that you are doing at the end of the semester? Like, is this a holiday concert, or it's just like...
It's not a holiday concert, but every semester we do put a concert on at the end of the year and have various gigs throughout the semester. But yeah, this is the big end of semester concert, showcase everything we've been working on the whole semester.
So how excited are you?
I'm extremely excited. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so I know that the event starts at 5:30 and admission is free.
Yes. We'll actually also be doing raffles. So I think it's charging $1 a ticket or something like that. We're raffling off, I believe, a signed Kutztown shirt. We have T-shirts that we all have, and a gift card to Giant and a gift card to the Kutztown Tavern. So,
wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we didn't really advertise it that much, but that's what we're having.
I mean, that's something that they should, know and hear about.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that would, I've never even seen you guys' shirts. Like, what does it look like?
Well, it's just the name Kutztowns, and like the K for Kutztowns is like a quarter note music note.
Oh, it's cute.
So it's just
As far as the Kutztowns, when I was speaking to you off air earlier, you said that you are also part of other music groups on campus. What other music groups are you part of?
Yeah, I'm a part of all the vocal ensembles on campus. University choir, which is just kind of a big choir for everyone to come sing. Bear Voices, which is more of a smaller ensemble where they do kind of more popular music. And After Hours, which is a vocal jazz ensemble. I was a part of chamber singers in previous semesters, but it didn't get to continue this semester. Just did small chamber music.
Wow, it's so many music groups that I didn't even know about.
Yeah,
it's
there's
so
quite
many.
a few.
Yeah, it's surprising. I didn't even know that these music groups existed, because I never see these groups perform on campus. Like, do you tend to perform on the weekends only?
Yeah, usually the weekends. Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think? Maybe y'all could start doing, shows, during the school week, so that more people can attend.
Yeah, Some of the other groups have done that before. The only reason they're mostly on weekends now is just because it's easier for parents to come on weekends.
Oh, okay.
So that's what the director thought of for at least the other choirs. And for Kutztown, it's just easier for us all to get together on the weekend.
And would you say that you have been part of all of these groups for 2 years now? Like you joined them all at the same time?
I am a senior, so I've been Kutztown 4 years, and I've been in all of them since my freshman year. So it's a lot.
Yeah, and you're a music major. So what is it that you're trying
education.
to? Yeah. So what is it that you're trying to do? You're trying to be a singer. You're trying to teach music.
Teach music is the main goal. I want to teach elementary, but also maybe in the future, like going out and doing singing. Broadway is the goal. Fingers crossed.
I was just about to ask you that
Yeah.
question. Broadway.
Yes.
I've never even been to a Broadway show. Have you?
Neither have I.
Really? And that's what you
No.
want to do? And you've never
Yeah.
been to a Broadway show?
Yeah, I've never actually even been to New York City before. It hasn't worked out, but hopefully soon.
Well, Kutztown they tend to have Broadway shows, like discount tickets here.
Yeah, I just haven't been able to make it to any
You
of the
should.
days.
It's your last
I know.
year. It's your last
Yeah.
year.
Well, I'm staying an extra year, but
Well,
whatever. Super senior.
I mean that you're a senior. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh well. I mean, you can still have time.
True.
Like, I'm a senior as well, and
Okay.
I graduated in May. So
It's exciting.
I joined NBS because I want to go into like radio and television.
Mhm.
That's what I want to go into. So NBS they do this convention every year. Where they take this big trip for students to network with others in the industry. I know this year they're going to LA, and I've never been to LA. So
Wow.
I'm going there in March.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
exciting.
So you should make it one of your goals
No, definitely.
to see a Broadway show. Is there
Yeah.
any particular show that you want to do?
Well, over the summer, I almost had the opportunity to audition in Wicked.
Wow.
Yeah, they were having understudy auditions for Elphaba, the Wicked Witch character, but I was actually out of state at that time, so I wasn't able to make it. I was just coming back from a convention in Missouri.
Oh, sad.
Yeah.
Well, there will be more.
Yeah, definitely.
And you can always start small, like in theaters. Unfortunately, they closed the theater department here.
Yeah.
I've only taken one theater class, but I'm not sure if there's still a theater club or anything like that here.
I think there are some. I don't remember the names of them, but I know there's one group, they're doing a show called Heathers. I've never heard of it, but there's another group doing Phantom of the Opera.
Oh.
So, I don't know. I don't really know much about the groups. I have a couple friends who are involved with them, but I don't know much about it.
So you want to teach, and then you also want to do Broadway.
Teaching first, though. That's definitely what I'm most passionate about right now.
So do you plan to get your master's, or you just want to go right in there and straight to the workforce?
Well, I do eventually have to get a master's degree because the way that
Really?
the licensing works for getting your teaching certificate, with just a bachelor's, you're only certified for, I think, 6 years, and then you have to get a master's degree in order to be certified for life, I guess.
I didn't know that about
Yeah,
a
I didn't
teaching
know.
degree.
I didn't know coming into it, but
I always hear people talking about, I have to get my certification or get this and get that. I'm like, what are you talking about?
yeah,
Because I thought once you get your degree, you're set. So you definitely have to
set
get
for 6 years.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, but no, I kind of always planned on going and furthering into grad school anyway. I'm still looking around for what I want to do.
That's good. That's good. So you don't have any schools in mind?
I do have a few. The only one I can think of off the top of my head is Northwestern University in Illinois.
Wow, that's far.
It is, but from the research I've done, they have a really good program.
Wow, you're willing to travel that far?
Yeah, for a good program, I would say.
Wow.
I think Westchester's also on the list too, so it's closer.
And where exactly are you from?
Reading.
Reading? Okay, so it's probably like 20 or 25 minutes from here?
Yeah.
So you probably commute?
No, I live on campus.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm from Philly, so it's like an hour and a half away from here. So, so one of your dreams is to do Broadway the other. Well, I definitely think you can accomplish both, but I would definitely go to a Broadway show.
Yeah, definitely. I'm actually in March. Yeah, I think the end of March. I'm going on a trip to New York, first time, with the university choir, or some members from the university choir. We are getting the opportunity to perform in Carnegie Hall.
That's good.
In New York, yeah. It's exciting.
So, out of all your music groups, do you have a favorite?
Well, I love Kutztown. It's a different thing than the other groups because it's like pop a cappella music. But I also really like the chamber singers that didn't get to happen this semester. I just really like chamber music and Renaissance madrigals. Just, I don't know. That's what I like.
What is chamber music? Is it like the people that be standing outside singing to people during their holidays, or
it's
like,
just,
what is chamber music? I don't know what that is.
Like, chamber groups are just smaller groups, and like for vocal ensembles it's usually one or maybe two people on a part, so it's just kind of holding your own, really.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate it didn't get to happen. But the Kutztowns, you say that's your favorite, and y'all are having the end of the year concert, but it's I thought it was a holiday concert, but it's not. It's just like
it's
straight
not.
a cappella pop music.
Yeah.
Do you expect a lot of people to be there at this show?
Yeah, I don't really know how many people to expect. We had a Facebook event for it, and a lot of people did RSVP on there, but I mean, how things go on there, not everyone always comes around, but definitely a lot of our family and friends are planning on coming.
And do y'all tend to travel, like to perform in other parts of the country, or just in this area in general?
We've traveled a little. We just a couple weeks ago did a gig at an elementary school, Denver Elementary School. They had an assembly, and we were performing for them. So it's just kind of small things. We're still pretty new. Just spring of 2013 is when we were formed, so not too much of getting out. But that would definitely be a goal. I think it would be really cool to do.
Yeah. Is there anywhere you would like to perform? Like, as far as like as a group, like whether it's in the city, the state, the country, like is there anywhere that you think Kutztowns can benefit from performing there?
Anywhere really. Anywhere we can get our name out there and have more opportunity to perform, I think is good.
Yeah. There are several like competitions or contests you all can enter. I'm not sure, as far as how many people do know about Kutztowns, because like I said, I did come across it on Facebook the other day, because I think Corey Samso or something posted a flyer.
Yeah, she's our president. Yeah.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
She sings? I can't imagine her singing, to be honest with you.
No, really?
Really?
No, she's incredible. She actually has 2 solos in this concert on Saturday. She's great.
Wow. Because I haven't had a class with her since my first semester of junior year. I'm pretty good with faces and names. So when I saw her, I'm like, she sings? Like, is there anywhere I could like find a video of you all singing or performing?
There are a few older videos on our Facebook page. They're, I think, at least a year old though, so it's not really what the group is right now. I don't think we have any up of us now, but maybe soon. Because
I would love to hear, everyone.
We should come to the concert on Saturday.
I have work, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, people might be recording it there, so I can definitely, if someone takes a video, I can definitely give you a copy or show you it.
I just want to see, and, I think that maybe y'all should have a showcase, too. Like, to showcase all the performers there. But like you said, you can only do it on the weekends. So I'm trying to think of, like, maybe it could be, like, in the Sub or the Schaefer. I think this event is in the Schaefer Auditorium, or is it an Alumni Auditorium?
The Alumni Auditorium.
Alumni in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. You see, I wrote about it, so I should know. But I know I definitely want to see you all perform, just to see how you all collaborate as a group.
Yeah.
Because I used to be in a choir, but I haven't been in a choir since middle school.
Really? How come?
I hated high school. so
Oh,
I didn't do
I'm
it.
sorry.
I didn't do it in high school because I hated high school. And with Kutztown, it's like I'm in so many clubs.
Yeah.
And then I work part-time, so it's just hard for me to join
that makes
everything.
sense.
But
Next semester, if you're interested, there's a lot of ensembles.
yeah, I mean, like I said, I wasn't aware of all the groups that are on campus. I really was not aware. And you said this is the big show, this semester. So everyone, you are all welcome to attend. It is free, but it's suggested that you all bring donations. I think she said like $1 to $3 or something like that.
Yeah, for the raffles.
Yeah, for the raffle. She has great, prizes for, I guess, whoever gets it. I don't know how they're doing it. Is everyone going to be ticketed at the door?
Yeah, I think we're doing it with tickets.
Yeah, so everyone should come out to see the Kutztowns perform. And I do have one last question. So what exactly will you be doing next semester? Do you have any shows or any things you're going to accomplish next semester?
As far as the group?
Yeah.
Well, I think we're definitely going to try to get out and perform more, attract more gigs, and just get our name out there more, especially on campus. I guess not as many people know about us as I thought, which is totally fine. Like I said, we're still pretty new, but just getting out more in the community and the campus and having people know about us.
Yeah, I mean, and even a sub, you can do like little like fundraisers to make people aware of the group. Like I used to be part of a group, Lady Blossoms. You probably don't even know what that is, do you?
The name sounds familiar. I don't really know what it is though.
See, not a lot of people know about that. Like there are plenty of organizations that a lot of people don't know about.
Yeah.
But see, like that's what I love about KUR. Everybody knows KUR. You know what I mean? But as far as the other organizations, they don't know. So, maybe you can have more fundraisers in a sub. Like you always see people setting up their tables with cupcakes and like T-shirts.
We did have a few fundraisers in the past semesters, not so much this semester. So I guess that would be another goal for next semester as well.
And you can have people fill out a survey of what they want to see the Kutztowns perform, or like any ideas for people to, I guess, find out about the organization, and then you can give them like a T-shirt or a Frisbee or something for filling it out. That's usually what I see other organizations do in the effort to make more people know about them. But, I would like to thank you so much for, taking the time to talk about the Kutztowns.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I wish I could come, but I work 10 to 6:30, and it's like an hour and a half away.
Okay.
But
I'll see if someone is recording it or taping it.
I really.
If they are, we'll definitely be posting it on our Facebook page.
Yeah, and can you tell everyone where to follow Kutztowns? And you can also tell them about your social media pages. If you guys don't know, she also has a show in KUR.
I do. I have a show Friday evenings from 6 to 8 p.m. It's called Scales and Arpeggios.
It's different.
Yeah, it's kind of like a music thing since I'm a music major. I didn't really know what to call it, so I just thought of that. But I have a variety show. I just play all kinds of music because I'm just into everything. Broadway, jazz, pop, rock, all of that. Christmas music coming up tomorrow. But for the Kutztowns, we have a Facebook page, just facebook.com/Kutztowns. We have Twitter and Instagram as well, just at Kutztowns. And then we also just recently got a Snapchat.
Really?
Which is also just Kutztowns, Kutztones. So you can follow us on all of our social media and everything there.
Do you actually sing on your show? Like, like give the people a sample or hit or anything?
I haven't tried that. I didn't really know what to do, but...
Really?
I don't know.
You never tried?
No. I just kind of play the music and then sing to myself in the booth.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to ask you to sing.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it for the others to come and see your show.
I do have a solo on Saturday.
Oh, you do?
So, I do. Yeah, I have a solo for the song "Rather Be" by Clean Bandit.
Okay. Is it your first solo?
No.
Okay.
It's not.
All right.
No.
All right. Well, if you all would like to see her perform, you can check out the Kutztowns this Saturday at 5:30 p.m. in the Alumni Auditorium. It will be in the McFarland Student Union building. So, like I said, everyone is welcome to attend. And thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much for reaching out about Kutztowns. That really means a lot to the whole group.
Thank you, everyone. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
We're Cut Pack 180, and you're listening to KUR.
You can save up to 8 lives and heal more than 50 people, and you can do it in 30 seconds. I'm State Senator Judy Schwank with a Pennsylvania Moment. In Pennsylvania, more than 8,000 people are waiting for a life-saving organ transplant. Anyone, regardless of age or medical history, can sign up to be an organ or tissue donor. Log on to donatelifepa.org. I'm State Senator Judy Schwank with a Pennsylvania Moment.
It's Telescopic Topics, a look into the world above us.
Their colors are magical, bright, and beautiful. They look to be dancing their hearts out, as almost if to show off their beauty for all to see. Hello, I'm Bridget Malloy, and what I just described to you is not a fireworks display. It's an aurora. I see why you might be confused. Auroras are equally as beautiful as they are magically made. So, let's get to the facts. These natural light shows result from solar winds. The sun spews of high-energy particles that react with the Earth's magnetosphere. These particles release particles already in the Earth's magnetosphere, setting them into motion. This magnetism pushes, squeezes, and bends the particles around the Earth, where they begin to follow on field lines that are invisible to us. These particles interact with different elements, absorb, and then radiate those elements' energy, which creates the light. That illumination can be up to 600 miles high and stretch for over thousands of miles. These natural phenomena have also been surrounded by urban myths for centuries, like the dancing spirit from the tales of the Native Americans of North America. They believe that after death, your spirit will become a part of an aurora through a 2-step process. The Vikings of the Middle Ages thought that auroras were reflections of the armor of the mythical Valkyries, a female war god who was one of the decision makers in which soldiers would die and which would live in battle. But whether you believe auroras are communications from the dead or just energized particles, they are still considered cultural phenomena and highly prized among researchers. They have been dazzling people of the world for centuries, and to me, they symbolize that there are still some things in this universe we have no control over. Beautiful, natural things we must learn to understand so we can appreciate all they have to offer us.
Telescopic Topics, a look into the world above us. Stay tuned to KUR for more telescopic topics, and for more information, or to hear this segment again, click on the Telescopic Topics icon on the KUR website at www.kutztown.edu/KUR. Telescopic Topics is a production of the KU Physical Sciences Department and is recorded by KU astronomy students in the studios of KUR. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Hey everyone, I'm Shantae and you are listening to Kutztown Live. As you all know, Christmas will be here shortly. I'm so excited. Christmas is one of my favorite holidays, and I've taken the time out to tell you all some Christmas facts. All right, so some of the facts that I found on weirdfacts.com were that the Germans made the first artificial Christmas trees out of dyed goose feathers. That's very interesting. And also, Alabama was the first state in the United States to officially recognize Christmas in 1836, but Christmas wasn't declared an official holiday in the United States until June 26, 1870. Wow, that's a long, long, long time ago. Wow. And also, Christmas trees have been sold in the United States since 1850, and it also takes about 15 years for the Christmas trees to be sowed and grown. So Christmas trees, they grow for about 15 years before retailers sell them. So that's interesting. I didn't even know that. I remember I had my first real Christmas tree when I was about 10 years old. It was a big mess. So I'm just sticking to fake Christmas trees. I can't do the real Christmas trees because it's just way too messy. It's too much work, too much effort.
Plus, if I can chime in, if you have allergies, like I do, sometimes having a real Christmas tree bothers your allergies. So
yeah, the trees get everywhere.
But then people will argue that artificial trees are allergy pits as well, too, because if they get dusty and moldy sitting in your basement all year. So you can't win either way. So you just got to have the holiday spirit and choose one and be happy with it, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. My family doesn't even decorate anymore. That's kind of unfortunate, but
you don't decorate? Oh, come on.
My family doesn't do it anymore. Like, we'll do simple stuff. Like, we don't put lights up in the house or anything like that anymore. One interesting fact that I really found surprising, it says, according to data analyzed from Facebook posts, 2 weeks before Christmas is one of the 2 most popular times for couples to break up. I don't like that. I was actually watching a movie called November Rule, and the guy broke up with the girl he was dating for 6 months. Now, he absolutely liked this girl. He broke up with the girl simply because he knew that Christmas was coming up and Thanksgiving was coming up. He broke up with her exactly on November 1st. So Thanksgiving was coming up, Christmas, New Year's, and Valentine's Day. So he broke up with her because he said that required a lot of commitment, a lot of time, and a lot of money.
I don't think it's that. I have a more cynical way. I've actually heard this, that people do that because they don't want to buy presents.
Yes.
Save money. That's what it is.
Yes.
It's terrible, but it's actually true, I think.
Yes. That's terrible. I feel like if a person...
What do you think about that? We have our shadower here. What do you think about that, sir?
You know, it is a bit cynical, but I don't know. Dodging buying presents is...
That's pretty low.
Could be a reason. I don't know.
But I could see it, yeah.
Never done it myself, but...
I know that guys tend to do this a lot. Do y'all agree? Like, would you say that this is more of a guy's thing?
Well, yeah.
I think so.
It can go both ways, but maybe, yeah, okay.
I think so. I've heard.
We'll let you have your
guys.
opinion there. That's fine.
I know from personal experience, not me personally, but my friends, they have been dumped by guys because the guy didn't want to spend money on Christmas and Valentine's Day.
So you know people this has actually happened to?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did they ever get back with them after the holiday?
Sadly, one of my friends did.
Oh, man.
But it happens. The holiday time, it is very expensive. Thanksgiving, you got to put out all this money to cook food, for some people you do like and some people you don't like. And then, Christmas, you have to buy all these gifts for the kids and, your relatives. And then you have New Year's, where that's just a big party holiday. And then you have Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is usually about the woman, to be honest. So I understand in some way why guys break up with the girl, but I feel as though if you're dating someone that you really care about and you feel as though they really care about you, they will understand that you're broken. You just can't afford anything.
That's valid.
That's
yeah,
just the way I see it.
That's the way I would handle it. I would say, look, I really, like you a lot, but I just can't afford anything. And if the other person really likes you mutually, that should be enough. I mean, just breaking up to avoid is kind of like a low thing to do.
Very true.
Yeah.
Write a poem or something, some sort of grand gesture.
There you go.
Yeah, I've actually had the worst Valentine's Day last year, but it wasn't even my fault. It's like I thought me and my ex-boyfriend came to an agreement that we were going to be doing things on Valentine's Day, and he showed up empty-handed, which is really surprising. I'm like, are you serious? Like, I mean, in a way, I think females do expect something, but it could be something like really small. Like he could have went to the dollar store and got me a card or some fake roses and some candy, and I would have been completely satisfied. But I don't think that breaking up with people is the right way to go, especially during the holiday time. It also said that Christmas is the least favorite day for breakups. So
least, okay, now I'm trying to understand the least favorite day. So what do you mean least favorite? Like people are most devastated if they get broken up on Christmas?
yeah,
Okay, I got you. All right.
yeah, Christmas. Out of the most like popular holidays.
But from a positive perspective, we'll try to be positive here. I've heard of some people getting engaged on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day too, like under the Christmas tree and stuff. So
oh, like under the mistletoe.
yeah. I mean,
that's very
obviously,
romantic.
obviously Valentine's Day I think is the number one engagement day of the year. But I've heard I think Christmas is close second. Maybe I've heard. Yeah.
You know what? That can be romantic.
Yeah.
It can be.
So
I didn't think about that.
See, so there's a positive to everything.
Yeah. I hope not too many breakups occurred this year.
No.
But
On that depressing note.
if for anyone that would like to check out more Christmas facts, they had a whole lot of facts. They had about 50 to 60, but I only picked it out about 8 facts. You can go to weirdfacts.com to see more of these facts. But in other news, so 76ers player Jalil Okafor, I think that's how you pronounce his name, TMZ showed 2 videos of him having an altercation with someone in Boston. Now, 2 incidents happened on the same night, and he is shown punching the other person. So he is currently suspended, but he's only 19 years old. So a lot of people are saying that they should cut him some slack because he is only 19 and he's sort of new to the industry and he is going to make, more mistakes. But I think this is kind of bad for him simply because he is new to the industry and he's already starting off on a bad, start. I mean, he's starting out bad. So, but a lot of people are saying, he should.
I think our shadower here had a comment. Go for it.
Yeah, I was just going to say that's a pretty poor career move on his part. If you're like a rookie, you want to, build your image. And when you're, punching people, you're just kind of breaking your image. No one wants to, root for you. But, he's got to find a way to bounce back, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, and there were not 1 but 2 incidents. Like, there are 2 videos. So that is not good. That's definitely not good. But when it comes to, I guess, athletes, how they can get away with a lot. Like Ray Rice, for example. There was a video of him punching his wife out cold.
That was a big scandal.
He hit his wife out cold. And it's almost as if nothing ever happened,
Yeah, everybody forgot about that.
Yeah, so he's completely fine. He's still playing. He still has a career. He's still getting money. So I mean, maybe because he has more longevity. He's been in the industry longer than this rookie. But I do agree with you when you say that as a rookie, he shouldn't make smarter moves, smarter decisions because this is definitely not a good look for him at all.
Yeah, very true. I feel like there's a few athletes that have kind of done silly scandals, like even Claude Giroux. I think he was in Canada and he was. Forget what he was doing, but made a fool out of himself, and it's like, man, you're the captain of the team. You got to keep the Philadelphia image strong. So just got to think and drink less, maybe.
Yeah, that's always seems to be a common equator there, or common denominator, I should say. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Philly's not looking too good, and I'm from Philly, so they are disappointing me.
Well, you just have to say the word Eagles to know about that. I mean, the Eagles are just a
God,
bad
poor
year.
Eagles.
Everybody had such high expectations. It's whatever.
Yeah.
I think we were really close to the Super Bowl in 2004, and then I don't think we'll ever go again.
I would hope someday. But honestly, my team's doing very well. I follow the Carolina Panthers, and we're like the only undefeated team left. So I'm happy.
They have some cool uniforms.
Yeah,
over Thanksgiving.
Yep. So, but yeah, the Eagles. I don't know what happened. I mean, I kind of like watched them second after the Panthers, and this year I don't even really care. I mean, I guess I'm a fair.
I just want that free Dunkin' Donuts.
That's what everybody. Yeah, whenever they win, you get free Dunkin' Donuts coffee the next day. Well, they've only given that 4 times, 4 wins. So Dunkin' Donuts didn't lose too much money this year. Yeah. So good for Dunkin' Donuts business.
How many games is still? I forgot how many games is still left in the season.
What's it like 4 or 5 more in the regular season? I think it's.
Not sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like 4 or 5 more, and then after the new year, the playoffs start.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get
Oh
ready for
God,
it.
I hope they make it to the playoffs.
That's
No,
I
we don't have a
read some.
chance.
Yeah, I
We don't have a
read
chance.
some article with the way they had it all broken down on what would have to happen for them to make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
It's not impossible, but it's not very likely at this point.
Oh God, that is terrible.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I mean, I still have hope for my other Philadelphia teams out there. I have a hope in you all.
Well, if you like the Phillies, they were just as bad. They were just as bad
I
this
know.
year. They were the
I
worst
know.
team in baseball. So yeah, not a good
I
year for
know
Phillies.
we
yeah.
have had a terrible year.
Yeah.
I think the Flyers are doing okay.
Yeah.
They have some rough spots. I feel like
Actually, our
3
resident,
games in a row.
Our resident hockey expert just walked in the
Yes.
door right now. Mitch, our program director.
Thank you, Mitch.
So you think we have some hope for the Flyers, sir?
That
Not this year, but in the next 3 years, I think they're going to be a huge.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're getting there. Who's that one player he's pretty young. I think he's number 53. I can't even pronounce his last name, but he's killing the game. Gotzaspare. Yeah, he's playing defense and yeah.
Only a handful of games.
Well,
I don't want to jinx him, but
So they heard it from the
good.
Flyers expert himself, Mitch. He says maybe not this year, but next year is definitely
Yeah.
the year. Okay.
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Okay, he says 2 or 3.
Okay.
Yes, I'm
Stay
thinking
tuned.
Flyers is going to be our team
Okay. We're
as far
hoping.
as Philadelphia goes.
Do you follow basketball at all? 76ers? Yeah, exactly. Mitch
They,
is like, who?
They disappoint me so
Yeah,
many
they're-
times.
That's about just as much of a losing cause as the Phillies, I guess. But
I think Eagles are the worst, probably, maybe the worst, and then it's kind of stuck between the Phillies and the 76ers.
yeah, I don't know if the Eagles are the worst. I think it's just that probably football gets like the most high publicity out of all the sports, so that's what stands out the most.
It does. I
Yeah.
mean, the Super Bowl was the most watched event
Yeah,
in the country.
I was kind of just laughing with somebody the other day. You know, after Christmas and New Year's are done, pretty much the next big holiday to get ready for is Super Bowl Sunday.
Yes.
And that's pretty much a holiday nowadays.
It is.
Yeah.
It's so televised.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't understand it though. Like, is it because of the commercials?
Definitely
Or-
has a big part.
Yeah.
Or is it because of the social aspect, like the food
Oh,
and
yeah.
the
Good
wings
point.
and the
Oh,
Both.
man.
Yeah.
so like I just don't understand why it's so big, but it's definitely a big deal. Definitely is. Like, people have taken off of work because of the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah. Well, here's a funny fact. Since you were into funny facts, apparently the day after the Super Bowl, that Monday is the most biggest call-off day from work because everybody's like
Seriously?
hungover, depressed, or celebrating or whatever. Yeah, seriously, that's like one of the most called-off days of the year, if not the most called-off day of the year. Yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. It's an American tradition, I guess.
Wow. I have more trending topics. Now I found all of my trending news on Facebook. Taylor Swift's 26th birthday is coming up. It's just so surprising because I can't believe she's 26. Like, she's almost 30.
She's from
Yeah,
Berks
it's
County.
crazy.
You know that?
Yes,
What?
I do.
I did not
Yeah,
know
she was
that.
born and bred
Yes.
in Wyomissing, which is like 15 minutes from here. Yeah.
Yes.
That's crazy.
She is like Berks County's big claim to fame. We don't have much in Berks County, but that's one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe she's almost 30 because I watched her when she was just only 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's about to be 30.
Yeah.
Time
Time marches on.
Yeah, I remember her 25th birthday. She had several celebrity guests there. She had Jay-Z, Beyonce, Justin Timberlake, and, a few other A-listers there. So I wonder what she's going to do this year. I'm not sure if she's still with the guy, Calvin Harris, or not.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm
but-
bad with following like celebrity relationships. My wife's better with that than me, but me, it's just like whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there have been some people who say, like, Taylor Swift is sort of overrated. They don't think that she deserves the fame and publicity that she gets. But, I mean, she just seems... I mean, I feel as if she puts out good music. I feel like she's more of a great songwriter than a singer. Like, she's definitely not a powerhouse. But she definitely loves the fans, and she definitely knows how to put on the show.
She performed at the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia back in June.
I was there.
Oh,
I was
you were
working
there?
in the VIP area.
Okay,
Yeah, I was there.
all right,
It was
'cause
crazy.
we were in Philadelphia that night for another event, and the traffic was just crazy. 95 was like backed up for miles because of
my
that
gosh.
concert. It was like crazy.
Yeah.
So
I
you were
was-
there amongst that whole thing. Wow.
Yeah, I was working in the VIP area. Taylor Swift had this little bracelet that lights up when she sings.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
I
I
had
heard
to
about
say, hi, here's your gift from Taylor. I had to pass out all the bracelets, in the VIP area. Everybody was so excited. Oh my
Yeah.
God, they were so excited.
I heard it was a really good. Didn't she do 2 shows?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was 2
yep,
nights.
yep.
Yeah. Did
Back
you go?
to back.
Did you go on the Friday or the Saturday or both? Were you there both?
Friday.
Friday night. Okay,
Yeah, the
we
first night.
were around the area on Saturday. Okay.
Yeah, it was. So I just cannot believe she's 26. But in a way, I feel like she still has a mindset of someone that's like 18 and 19.
Yep.
Like, if I listen to her music, I wouldn't say that it's like really mature. It's not like Adele or something. But you can all tell me your thoughts on Taylor Swift turning 26. Like, that's a big deal. But we're gonna get back to the break, so I'll see you later on Kutztown Live.
Hey there, cats and chicks. If you like variety in your music and a swing in your step, join me, Lise Avery, each week for Anything Goes. You never know what you'll hear on Anything Goes. It's a hip mix of swing, jazz, standards, and Broadway, and a little bit of just about anything else. So join me for the absolute best in popular song on Anything Goes.
Sundays from noon to 1 here on the radio voice of Kutztown University, KUR.
Kutztown University's Department of Information Technology recently launched MyKU Mobile, which can be accessed at mykumobile.kutztown.edu. MyKU Mobile provides a quick way for students to view grades, financial aid information, announcements, and schedules, all from your phone. The new site also integrates with social networking sites, enabling students to post their schedules on Twitter and Facebook without ever having to use a computer. Make sure to visit myku.kutztown.edu for the best way to view MyKU on your phone.
Hey everyone, it's Shantae, and you're listening to Kutztown Live. Now, I spoke earlier about, the incident regarding Jalil Okafor and also Taylor Swift's 26th birthday. But if any of you watch Love and Hip Hop, it's a reality show on VH1. Mendici Harris has been sentenced to 8 years in prison. Mendici is one of the stars on Love and Hip Hop, him and his wife Yandy. They recently had a baby girl. But, as you all know, he's been in and out of jail. And now he has been finally convicted. And he has been sentenced to 8 years. That is a very, very long time to, be without your family. I think he has he has 2 kids with Yandy. And then he has another kid from a previous, relationship. So I was just so sad to hear that, because Yandy and Mendici, they just got married. So it was very difficult to hear that. He pled guilty to shipping cocaine between the years of 2005 and 2012. And every single dime he has made from Love and Hip Hop, that had to go to the government. So now, he won't be able to take care of his family. Now everything is left on his wife, Yandy. She has to raise 3 kids on her own, and, including the child that Mendici had from a previous relationship. I wouldn't want anyone to go through this situation, because, like I said, that's all on the woman. Now she has to take care of these 3 kids, and she has to figure out a way to maintain and live, without her husband. I know that Yandy, she was a former manager for Jim Jones. For those who don't know, Jim Jones is a rapper. He used to be with the other rapper named Cameron. They are no longer a duo. They used to be known as Dipset. So she used to be his manager. So I don't know what she's going to be doing now. But that was shocking news. 8 years. And he doesn't have a minimum. There's no minimum or a maximum, I don't believe. So he'll be doing the 8 years. But, knowing celebrities, I think that he might get out earlier. I don't think he's actually going to do 8 years. I think they might have him do maybe 3 or 4. Because there have been plenty of times where celebrities had to do 8 to 10 years. Such as Lil Boosie. I think he only did about 4 or 5 years. And he had a 10-year sentence. So, with money comes power. And I feel as though he's not going to do that much time. In other news, Keisha Cole is engaged again. Keisha Cole, she was married to basketball player Daniel Gibson. They had a falling out, and they divorced. They ended up divorcing. They also have a young son. But yeah, she is now engaged. Now she has not revealed who she's engaged to, but I am thinking she's engaged to probably an ordinary guy. I don't think it's a celebrity. If it was, there would have been paparazzi photos of the two everywhere. So I can't wait until this person is revealed, and I hope that the relationship works out. I loved her and Daniel as a couple. I love them too. I used to watch their reality show together, and their son is so adorable. But now, the relationship didn't work, so now she is engaged. Also, Britney Spears, she turned 34 years old yesterday. Wow, it seems like everyone is getting old. Like, oh my God. Like, before you know it, I'll be 34. I'm only 21 right now, but wow, I will be 34, before you know it. But yeah, she turned 34 yesterday. She's currently doing a residency in Las Vegas, residency where she just performs shows in, Vegas for how many years or so, but she'll be doing that for 2 years. I think her contract is coming up. But yeah, I grew up listening to Britney Spears. She was one of my favorite artists as a child. I remember, growing up listening to like NSYNC and Destiny's Child and, Britney Spears. I went to see the movie Crossroads just because of her. And, I thought that was a really, really good movie, but when I think about it, it wasn't that great. But yeah, I always thought she was like so pretty and so talented. She was a great dancer. And it's just very unfortunate that, not many people appreciate, what she did, Like she can definitely go down as a legend. And I think things started to go downhill for her when she shaved her head, back in 2006, I believe. So that was very unfortunate. She has not been the same since then. Like, the Britney that we all once knew is kind of gone. She's not all the way there. But what I can tell you is that she still puts on a good show. She still delivers a good performance. But, the same happy, Britney that we all once knew is not gone. But congratulations to Britney for turning 34 years old. That's a pretty big deal to hit 34. And like I said, it's so shocking to me that she's 34 and Taylor Swift is 26. Like, wow. Like, time really does go by fast. And for those who do not know, it is my last show of the semester. I really enjoyed being on Kutztown Live. The semester ends next week due to finals. I've only had 3 finals this semester. I've been very fortunate, very lucky. I have 2 finals on Tuesday and 1 on Wednesday. My first final is for relational communication. And, funny thing is, like, we had a study review earlier this morning. And I can tell you, I did not want to get out the bed. Like, I was actually texting my mom. I'm like, Mom, well, my professor says that I don't have to go to class. Like, it's optional. It's just like a study review for, like, if you have questions or anything, about the final. So I was just, like, going back and forth with my mom. I'm like, should I stay in bed, and just not do anything? Like, I can really stay in bed, get a couple hours extra sleep, because my last class wasn't until 12 p.m. and this class was at 9:30. So I woke up at 8, I'm just like, I really don't want to go to class because I had went to bed at 4 a.m. But, I remember my boyfriend told me the night before. He said it wouldn't hurt or kill you to go. It's always best to go because it can definitely help you and benefit you. It can, help you get an A on the final exam, and that's what you want, So I decided to go. And there were only a total of, like, eight students in the class, including myself. she's sort of different. My teacher is sort of different. She's not one to tell you exactly what's on the exam. Like other teachers, they give you a study guide. They tell you exactly what you need to study. But this, my professor, she just pretty much said, all right, give it to me. Just ask me some questions. So it was just all of us just sitting around asking questions about, do you think this is important, or what do you think this is? So it was sort of really different, from my previous exam reviews. Me personally, I do like to know what's exactly on my exam. That's less that I have to study and stress about. You know what I mean? And from what I can tell, there are only a total of 50 questions on the mid final, which is a little easier. The midterm, there were 100 questions. But like I said, it's a lot of information. So I would have liked if she did tell us what was exactly on the exam. But you know what? I guess I gotta study 8 chapters all by myself and just see what happens. So I definitely plan on studying for that tonight. The good part about coming to class today is that she gave all of us extra credit for the final. So that was great. Me and the other 7 students received extra credit just for coming to that. So yes, I only have 3 finals next week, and good luck to everyone else that is taking finals. You all can do it. Just hang in there. I know that the finals week is really, really tough because everyone's stressing. Because, finals can really, really make or break your grade. Oftentimes, finals have helped me, improve my grade. But, yes, they can definitely make or break your grade. So I'm saying make sure you all study. Don't wait till the night before to study. Study at least a week before, a couple days before. Put in hours, whatever helps you study, whether it's music, whether it's going to the library. I know me personally, I have to study in my room. It has to be complete silence. I cannot take noise. I cannot study with music because I'll be distracted by the music and the lyrics. So me, it has to be quiet in my room. So I'll probably be studying in my room. I can't do the library. So yeah, whatever works for you, because I hope everyone aces their finals. And if you don't know, the library will be giving out free snacks and Scantrons for finals week, so you all can go to the library to see what they all offer. And I have one last announcement. News Break airs tonight at 7:30 p.m. You can watch the video on Twitter at KU Newsbreak, and you can watch it stream live. If you're unable to catch it live, you can definitely check out the video on YouTube under Kutztown Newsbreak. Josh is our webmaster. He tends to post the videos within 2 to 3 days after we have filmed. So all of you can check the video on YouTube. It is our last show of the semester, and we're all going to be wearing holiday sweaters. So it's going to be like a holiday edition episode. So you can check me and the rest of the cast on Newsbreak. And I just want to thank you all for listening to the last episode of Kutztown Live, and I hope that you all do well on your finals and have a great holiday. Thank you all for listening to Kutztown Live. Happy holidays.